The district attorney argued that the defendant's testimony was blank, pointing out that it contradicted earlier statements. When faced with a single blank question like this one, the first thing we'll do is read the full sentence and try to get a sense of its meaning even with the missing word. Then, before looking at our choices, we'll try filling in the blank with our own word based on the context. Finally, we'll compare our placeholder word with our choices to see which one matches best. With this in mind, let's take a closer look at our sentence. We're told that the district attorney argued the defendant's testimony was something, and we immediately get a clue as to why. It contradicted earlier statements. If someone's current testimony contradicts what they said before, that usually casts doubt on how trustworthy or believable the testimony is. With this in mind, we might fill the blank with a word like questionable or doubtful. Now that we have our placeholder meaning, let's take a look at our choices. A. Reliable. Reliable means trustworthy or dependable. This is the opposite of the meaning we arrived at. If the testimony contradicted earlier statements, the district attorney wouldn't argue that it was reliable. Because this doesn't match our context, we can mark this choice off. B. Coherent. Coherent means logically consistent or easy to follow. Regardless of if the testimony was coherent or confusing, our sentence focuses specifically on contradiction, meaning it doesn't line up with the previous statements. Contradictions don't make something incoherent, they make it untrustworthy. Since coherent doesn't address trust or doubt, this doesn't fit, and we can mark this choice off. C. Sincere. Sincere means genuine or honest. Again, if the testimony contradicts earlier statements, the attorney wouldn't describe it as honest. This clearly goes against our context, so we can mark this choice off. D. Dubious. Dubious means doubtful or questionable. This matches our placeholder meaning exactly. The DUB root, while pretty rare in English, signals uncertainty. It actually shares a root with the word doubt. Because the testimony contradicted earlier statements, calling it dubious makes complete sense. This is likely our answer, but let's take a look at choice E just to be sure. E. Postponed. Postponed means delayed until a later time. This has nothing to do with the content or trustworthiness of testimony, and nothing in our sentence suggests any delay. This being the case, we can mark this choice off, and we can go ahead and mark choice D as our final answer.